lying by your side was a fantasy. The odds that I would meet you, it just couldn't be. When you were here, I couldn't ask for more. What was it all for? Now that you're gone, I sit here alone. You pushed me out the door, and I don't understand it.
For the first few years of my life, I didn't learn any secular studies in school, like no English or math or anything like that. I went to a very religious school, and we only learned biblical studies. And my mom was really upset about this, so she wanted me to read on my own time after school. So I was reading a lot, and I fell in love with reading, and that made me want to write, which actually eventually led me to writing songs. So I'm very grateful for that. The story behind What Was It All For? It's a heartbreak song that I wrote after my first breakup when I was 20 years old, my first real relationship.
What was it all for? Because these moments fade, you used to say, but I thought
being signed to Water Music Studios was really unexpected. I actually just walked into the studio one day and asked to speak with the owner and play him my songs, and they said, no, we're gonna have an intern listen to your songs. And I demanded to play in front of the owner. So finally he came down from his office, which was upstairs, and he listened to one of my songs, and then he said, keep playing more. So I played him a few more of my songs, and he said, I'm gonna sign you to a record label. It was really crazy.
Out the door, and I don't understand it. What was it all for?
The story behind Will You Be Mine is that I was actually walking down the street on a really nice day through Beverly Hills on one of my first visits here to LA, and it was so beautiful outside, and this song just popped in my head out of nowhere. I can't even explain it. And I just started singing Will You Be Mine, and all of a sudden I pulled out my phone and I recorded it in my notes. I'm like, this is something. And then I built the song around that. And it turned out to be my biggest song so far.
If I tell you that I got everything you want and I'll make it all feel right, will you be mine, mine? Will you be mine?
My Serenading series came about because I was uploading all of my music to YouTube, but nobody was really listening to it. And I had a friend of mine who was doing pranks on YouTube, and his pranks were blowing up, getting a lot of views and a lot of attention. And then we decided to collaborate on a project together which would fuse my music with his pranks.
We'll take it real slow. Will you be mine? Will you be mine all the time? Will you be mine?
So my first viral video was a serenading video. It was actually the first one I ever did, and it was the most exciting time of my life, probably. It just led me to all these opportunities that I only dreamed about before that. It was crazy. We did it in the middle of the winter, freezing cold winter. Couldn't even film it outside, so we had to go into a mall with like cameras, and the mall security kicked us out, and we had to go to another mall, and we got kicked out of that one, and we had to go to another one, all to film our little prank video. And it ended up getting about 300,000 views in the first month, and I knew I was onto something. So we just kept filming more.
got so much to lose.
My all-time favorite prank was called Serenading Girls during university lectures. And we went into huge universities while they were doing lectures in the lecture hall where there would be like hundreds of students. And we would just barge in. We didn't even go to school there. We would just barge in with a guitar and me singing, and 3 different cameras came into this lecture hall. We went right to the front and we would sing to the teacher and hand her a rose, and then we would sing to the students in the front row.
If I tell you that I love you, will I end up alone?
The most dangerous video I ever filmed was actually a fake machine gun prank. It was the dumbest thing. Looking back, I feel so stupid about it. But we took out a fake machine gun that actually had like the real, like the sound effects of a real machine gun in public, and had people running. This was when I was a young punk, like 6 years ago. And the cops came and arrested both of us, me and my business partner, so I'm not proud of that.
Always playing pretend, so tell me, where will it end? I'm seeing someone new each and every time I look at you.
My first concert was amazing. It was like a new chapter in my life, because up until then I was only making YouTube videos. But really, the reason I started doing YouTube was to promote my music. But it took me so long to actually do my first concert because I was just busy making these videos. So I was really happy to finally do my first concert, and since then I've been doing a lot of concerts, and it's a new chapter. I'm really happy about it and excited.
And I'm starting to think
receiving my YouTube trophy was actually the first trophy I'd ever won, besides for like Little League basketball. And it felt really good and almost like a dream come true for me.
it's pretty clear how I feel about you. We'll keep on singing.
I think that my biggest dream, if I had to choose one, would be to have a song that like sweeps the world, you know, like everyone in the world knows, which I think is one of the hardest things to do, and I'm working towards that every single day, and I think it's the biggest challenge that I've ever taken on.
Try as I might, I'm no good at pretend.
So right now I am writing new songs every single day and recording them and making music videos, and I'm actually working on a television pilot as well. You guys can find my music on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube under ZALMAN KRAUSE, and Spotify too, ZALMAN KRAUSE.
I look at you.
Shout out to VRGE, thank you for having me. Hope you guys enjoyed.